Welcome to my channel Mathematics Made Easy by Mary MJ. Here I am discussing CBSE Class 8 Chapter 3 Understanding Quadrilaterals. Moving on to the chapter, first we have to study what is a polygon. What do you mean by a polygon? So a polygon means a simple closed curve made up of only line segments. So polygon is a simple closed curve. Simple closed curve made up of only line segments. So some of the polygons I'll show you here. So this is a polygon because it is only made up of line segments. Then this also is a closed polygon itself because it is also made up of line segment. Then what about other which are not polygons? Polygons which are not polygons are, this is not a polygon. Curves that are not polygons, because it should be a closed figure. Here we can see that it is not closed. Then another figure which are made up of line segments itself. That is a figure which is made up of line segments, but it is not a polygon. It is not a closed figure. And the smallest polygon is triangle. That is, it is a three-sided figure. So smallest polygon is triangle. It is made up of three line segments. It is a closed figure. So, and it is made up of three line segments, and it is the smallest polygon. So we'll study which are some of the polygons. I'll show you here. That is number of sides or vertices. Then classification, whether it is how many according to the number of sides, we will name that polygon. Classification and the figure. So if it is three-sided figure, it is called a triangle, and three sides will be there. It is a triangle, and the name of that we will write in classification, and that is triangle. A three-sided figure is called a triangle, and the figure will be like this. And if the number of sides it is 4, then we call it as quadrilateral. And in that square, then rhombus, trapezium, then rectangle, these all comes in that, in quadrilateral itself, a four-sided figure, that is all. It is a four-sided figure. Then if the number of side it is 5, then we call it as a pentagon. Five-sided figures are pentagon. So can be any way. This is a pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The only thing is that it is a five-sided figure, and it should be made up of line segments, then it will be a pentagon. Then six-sided figure we call it as hexagon. So from the name we have to understand that there will be 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Six-sided figure. Then if the number of side it is 7, we call it as heptagon. Number of sides it will be 7-sided figure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should be 7-sided. So we have to make it as little small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. To draw a 7-sided figure. Then same way if it is 8-sided, you can draw in the same way. 8-sided figure we call it as octagon. Then 9-sided we call it as nonagon. Then 10-sided decagon, etc. So accordingly, if it is n-sided figure, we call it as n-agon. That is, we have to name the number here, how much it is. If it is 8, we call it as octagon. 7, we call it as heptagon, like that way. 10, we call it as decagon. Same way, n, number of sides, depending on that much we can write. So that is the classification of polygons. And keep in mind that smallest polygon is a triangle. And next is about diagonals. Next is diagonal. And what is a diagonal? I am drawing a rectangle here. What do you call a diagonal? Diagonal means the line joining two non-consecutive vertices. Consecutive and non-consecutive. Consecutive means adjacent, nearby. Non-consecutive means one on two corners. That is, one is here, it is not adjacent. So, alternate vertices. So, the next nearby vertex to this one is this one, and the next one is this. So, it is not consecutive, it is not coming closer. So, if you are joining these two non-consecutive vertices, then we get a diagonal. That's called the diagonal. And in the case of triangle, can you say how many diagonals will be there in the case of triangle? Will there be any diagonal for a triangle? There will not be any triangle, because for this one, these two are adjacent vertices itself. We don't have any line to join two non-consecutive vertices. So that means triangle will not be having any diagonals. So and what about rectangle? It will be having two diagonals. Same way, the other polygons also, remaining 4, 5, 6 sided polygons, everything will be having diagonals. Then what about regular polygons and irregular polygons? What is a regular polygon? Regular polygon means if the angles, if it is having equal angles and equal sides, then we call it as regular polygon. That is, for the triangle we call it as equilateral triangle. That is, all the sides, these three sides should be same, and all these angles should be same. All the three angles should be same and all the three sides should be same. Then we call it as regular polygon. And the smallest regular polygon is equilateral triangle. That is, if it is having three sides, it is a triangle and all the three sides are equal, all the three angles are equal, then we call it as equilateral triangle. In the case of four-sided figure or quadrilateral, then the regular polygon for a quadrilateral is a square. That is, all the sides will be same here. All the four sides will be same, and all the angles also will be same. In the case of a square, we call it as, it is also a regular polygon in the case of quadrilateral. So, among four-sided figure, the regular polygon is a square. Among three-sided figure, the regular polygon is an equilateral triangle. Then five-sided figure, in the case of five-sided figure, the regular polygon is a pentagon, regular pentagon. We call it as regular pentagon. So one thing you have to notice, all the sides and all the angles will be same in the case of regular polygons. So equilateral triangle is the smallest one, then square, then we have regular pentagon. Now what will be like that way? Hexagon, regular heptagon, everything goes on like that. Angle sum of an equilateral triangle. Angle sum of a triangle, not only equilateral, any triangle, angle sum will be 180 degree. Total sum of angles in a triangle, that is, if here three angles will be there, all the three angles, if you are adding together, we will get it as 180 degree. So how much will be each angle for an equilateral triangle? one angle of an equilateral triangle is equal to total 180 degree divided by 3 angles, so it is equal to 60 degree. So one angle of an equilateral triangle is 60 degree. So that is about angle sum property of a triangle. All the 3 angles sum will be 180 degree, and each angle for an equilateral triangle, it will be 60 degree. And what about in the case of a square or a quadrilateral? Any quadrilateral angle sum will be 360 degree. Angle sum of a quadrilateral, that is 4-sided figure, is equal to 360 degree. So one angle for a square, it will be 90 degree, because so one angle of a square is equal to 360 divided by 4, which is equal to 90 degrees. So one angle is 90 degree. So like that way all the angles will be 90 degree itself. So that is about the angle measurement for the equilateral triangle, square or polygons. So now we'll move on to convex and concave polygon. What do you mean by convex polygon? Convex polygon. If every diagonal of the figure passes through the interior of the polygon, that is, in the case of I'm drawing one parallelogram here, one quadrilateral here, and here you can see the diagonals will be, if I'm drawing the diagonals, it will be passing through the interior of the polygon itself. Whereas some other figure, if I'm drawing, it is like this way, some other figure. Here the diagonal will not be passing through the interior, not some will be passing, but some diagonals will not be passing through the interior of the polygon. For that case, see here, these two, if I am joining here, this also is a diagonal because it is non-consecutive vertices, it is being joined here. So what happens, that is also a diagonal, so but it is not passing through the interior, that means it is not a convex polygon, this will be a concave polygon. So hope you understood what is convex polygon and concave polygon. Convex polygon means if every diagonal passes through the interior points of the polygon. So only it will be passing through the interior points. Then it is called convex polygon. That's the difference between convex polygon and concave polygon. Now we will move on to the exercise question, exercise 3.1. So first one is to find out what is a simple curve, simple closed curve, polygon, convex polygon, concave polygon. That is direct questions. You can find it from there. What is convex polygon? Now I explain what is convex polygon. It will be passing, the diagonal will be passing to the interior point. So then it is called the convex polygon. So I think in that only that one is little difficult. So out of that only 2 is 2 is a convex polygon. Remaining what all figures, 8 figures are given. So you can verify which is a convex polygon, which is a concave polygon, and what is a simple closed curve. That's not much difficulty. Now we'll move on to the question, that is question number 3. What is the sum of the measures of angles of a convex quadrilateral? What is the sum of the measures, of the angles of a convex quadrilateral? Will this property hold? Will this property hold if the quadrilateral is not convex? if the quadrilateral is not convex. So I explained already the sum of the measures of any quadrilateral is 360 degree. So the answer will be 360 degree. If it is convex quadrilateral or concave quadrilateral, will this property hold if the quadrilateral is not convex? Then also it will hold. So for any quadrilateral, the sum of the angle measure will be 360 degree. Now a table is given there. What is a table? Examine the table. Now given there a triangle, side number of side it is 3, angle sum it is 180 degree. Then second one, it is given that a quadrilateral is given, four-sided figure. Then it is written there, it is 2 into 180 degree. 2 into 180 degree, or it can be written as 4 minus 2 into 180. That is, then what can you deduce from this? And third one, again one more figure it is given, that is a pentagon, five-sided figure. Five-sided figure is given, and here the diagonal also it is drawn. Here also diagonal it is drawn, 1 and 2. So and written here 5 and given here 3 into 180 degree, it is 5 minus 2 into 180. So from all these things, the question is, examine the table, each figure is divided into triangles and sum of the angles deduced from that. So we are supposed to, using this, what can you say about the angle sum of a complex polygon with number of sides 7? So if the number of side here, 3-sided polygon, then the angle is 180 degree. 4-sided polygon, then it is written here 4 minus 2 into 180. That is the way in which they are getting 2 into 180. Then 5-sided polygon, it is written here 5 minus 2 into 180. So similarly, if it is a 7-sided polygon, if like this way going, if it is a 7-sided polygon, how much will be the angle sum of a convex polygon? So if it is a 7-sided figure, we can write here 7 minus 2 into 180. That is equal to 7 minus 2 is 5. 5 into 180, or this is equal to 900 degrees will be the sum of the angle of a 7-sided figure. Now the question there is, if it is an 8-sided figure, 8-sided. So how much will be the angle sum? Angle sum will be 8 minus 2 into 180, and that is 6 into 180. So how much is 6 into 180? 8 6 are 48, 4 1080. That much degrees the sum of the angles. So similarly, if it is a 10-sided figure, so 10 sides means what will be the angle sum? Angle sum will be 10 minus 2 into 180, or that is 8 into 180. So 8 8s are 64, then 8 plus 6, 14, 1440, that much degrees. So, and if it is an n-sided polygon, the angle sum will be n minus 2 into 180. That's a general case. Then, next question there is, what is a regular polygon? What is a regular polygon? That is question number 5. Regular polygon will be having equal sides and equal angles. Equal sides and equal angles. That is a regular polygon. Then if the regular polygon, 3-sided figure, 3 sides, then what is a regular polygon? What is the name of the regular polygon? It is equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. If it is a 4-sided figure, then the regular polygon's name is, then it is 4-sided means it is a square. If it is 6-sided, then it is a regular hexagon. Then question number 6. Find the angle measure. Find the angle measure in each of the following questions. There given, figure is given there. This angle is given as 50, this is 130, this is 120 and this is x. It is asked to find out what is the value of x. So we know that it is a quadrilateral. In a quadrilateral, total angle sum is 360. So we can say that all these angles 50 plus 130 plus 120 plus x is equal to 360, or x equal to 360 minus these three you can take it to the other side, minus 120 minus 130 minus 50. That is 360 minus, this is 250 minus again, that is 300. So x is equal to 60 degree. Now the next one, next question there. Next one is a quadrilateral is given. It is drawn like this. This angle is given as 60 degree, this is given as 70 degree, this is given as x, and here written there. This shows that it is a 90 degree angle. And we need to find out what is x. If this angle is 90, see this is a straight line. For a straight line, the total angle, here the total angle will be 180 degree, and already shown here this marking shows that it is a 90 degree angle. So other side also will be 90 degrees. Now I need to find out what is the value of x. Since it is a quadrilateral, we can add, that is 90 plus x plus 70 plus 60 is equal to 360, since it is a quadrilateral. So x can be written as 360 minus 90 minus 70 minus 60. That is 360 minus, this is 90 plus 70, it is 160. 160 plus 60, it is 220. So that is equal to, remaining, subtracting this, 140 degree will be the value of x. Now next one, next figure it is given. Here this angle is given as 30 degree, and these two it is given that it is x, both are equal angles, and here this is 70 and this is 60. We need to find out what is x. So if this is 70 degree, what about this angle? Total I have told you in a straight line it is 180 degree. So this is 110. And this side again total angle it is 180. So here 60 means this will be 120. Now it is a quadrilateral, adding all these 30 plus x plus 110 plus 120 is equal to, you have to see that it is a pentagon. In the case of a pentagon, how to find out the total angle sum in a pentagon? N minus 2 into 180, that is 5 minus 2 into 180. And here x plus x is 2x. Like terms we can add it. Remaining we can take it to the other side. N minus 2 into, that is 5 minus 2 into 180 is 3 into 180, which is 540. Remaining all these three angles we can subtract. Minus 120 minus 110 minus 30. That is 540 minus here 230, 260 minus 260, which is equal to 082. So x equal to 140 degree. Thank you for watching my video. Those who haven't subscribed, please like, share and subscribe, and also click on the bell icon for more updates and notifications. Bye.